Good evening, people. How are you guys doing? How are my goofy gamers? I'm here with the local legend, the one and only Joseph Bogli. Yeah, it is like that. The man, the legend from the YCS, the great Solomon, great player himself, here to present his striker deck, who's been topping locals, winning locals back to back. Since there is no premier events, he's here to bring you his striker deck. Go ahead and start it off.
So obviously it's this guy striker. So for monsters, 3 Rays and Rhoda.
No Rose?
I don't play Rose. I don't think she's good. The effect where like you get rid of a guy in extra deck, extra monster zone, very rarely will come up like Afterburner and Nibiru and stuff. So I decided not to play her. Sometimes some applications she's really good for coming out during the battle phase and doing some cool tricks with it. But I played it for my first couple locals back, didn't like it, so I cut it completely. I don't like her. And then that's it for like the actual monsters, and then the rest of this pile is like the hand traps. So like 3 impermanents, 3 attack veilers, 3 Nibirus, and then Gamma. I think these are all the best hand traps right now in the format, the game. Try to open as many as you can to stop the combo decks, and then have a Ray, and then you get your way to victory.
I noticed there's no Ash. Can you tell us why?
I think Ash is like the least impactful hand trap because like every deck can play through one interruption, or if they're playing a Dragon Link, they can chain block you. So Ash doesn't do a lot besides when they go to LP. But by the time they've done LP, they probably already had a Herald on the board.
Okay.
So and against like the Fire Warrior deck, it literally does nothing. Like their Ice Hold is their bait card, then they Needle Fiber combo you, and then rip your hand a Smoke Grenade. So I just found Ash to be really, really subpar.
Understandable.
And then spells, obviously, 3 Anchors.
Hey, it's back.
1 Hornet Drones, 1 Afterburner, Perk Base, multi-roll, 2 Shark Cannons, and I play 1 Area Zero. Reason for playing 1 Area Zero is you never want to see multiples of it in your starting hand because you can only play 1, basically play 1 in your field spell zone. And going second, you never want to see more than 1 because the same concept, and I'd rather have an extra disruption card or a better trap when I go first in my deck. So seeing 1 is fine because you never want to see it more than once ever in the game. And then for other cards, like I don't play Jamming Wave, like back rows aren't real right now. You can play 2 Afterburners, like shout out to Ryan Yu when he won that LCS with Sky Striker. The other cool card is Hercules Base. I think this is like the best striker spell in the game right now, actually, outside of roll and like these. Like, these ones are like obviously they're like God tier, but like out of these ones, I think Base is beyond broken. Not the application to like draw cards when you kill something, but when you recycle your links, it gets really, really grindy. And especially against like the Eldritch deck, like you can live with that deck forever because of this card.
Speaking of the Eldritch deck, why do you don't fear the back row? So you're not playing Jamming Wave because of that?
Like game 1, this like you can play through back rows, like. You kind of just have to resource your advantages correctly, and like Afterburner, like make sure you get 3 spells to pop a card kind of thing. Against like the all-trap decks like Geist, you're gonna have a very hard game 1, stuff like that. But like Invoke, like the meta decks don't play traps. Like Invoked maybe with the Dogma cards, or like Dragon Link it just has like the Buster Luck maybe, or the Fire deck only has like none actually. They play like no backers. Besides like Smoke Grenade on your turn, so it's not gonna do anything.
30 monsters, 2 spells.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think Jamming Wave is like the least important one right now in the game.
Okay.
And then non-striker cards, I mean, this is a striker card because it basically acts as second Area Zero, and because obviously I side deck, haha, Mystic Mine. And then a card I was very against in this striker deck, but we had Engage is Pot of Desires. I fucking hated this card in Sky Striker since I started playing it when Engage was at 3, like my original deck with the Meta Host Fusions and stuff. This card is actually really good right now. It's broken. Because no one else is really playing Ash besides the Invoke deck. You can usually resolve it, and if you don't, you can Gamma them, which is broken. There's so many times you can go second and go like, oh, out the pot, and they go like, oh, maybe Dragoon negate, or some other negate, and you Gamma them, then you can Needle Fiber them, and then you'll see my extra deck, you can kill them that turn.
Oh, okay.
Pretty important. So that's it. I don't play Upstart Goblin either because that 1,000 actually matters when you're trying to kill them. I decided to cut Upstart for a 3rd pot, and I think it's pretty good. And then the traps, I'll say that. Floodgates. I'm not trying to let anyone play the game.
Absolutely not. Why would they?
Because of the, because of the way the format is, and you saw the hand trap lineup, you can play this deck going first or second if you know what they're playing. Or if you lose the roll, you're okay going second because you can hand trap them and then set up a board and like break their board. And then to go with that, I play the best trap in the game.
Judgment.
Yeah, it's literally the best trap in the game. Said it in my last profile from Pasadena. You play this card correctly, it'll win the game. So,
absolutely.
It's at 40 cards, and then extra deck. Haha. 3 Kagaris. Broken.
She's alright.
She's alright. I mean, like, without engage, this card actually is like less impactful, but there's a really cool loop you can do with these two. I'm not gonna explain it because I don't want people doing it, but there's a really sick interaction loop you can do with both these on every turn, and it's really, really cool. And then 3 greens, 1 Kaina, 1 Zeke. Zeke's my boy. Love this card. Comes up very frequently because you have the Nibiru token or Nibiru on your board, and you can make this. So it gets rid of your main monster zone, which is important. That's it for the striker cards. And then my kill shot package. I'm gonna put these two together because they basically do the same thing. So Fiber obviously brings out the Veilers, which then you go into Selene, which then you go into Access Code and kill your opponent. This acts as the same purpose because you can take their monster and then make this because she's a spellcaster.
Absolutely, and it hurts the fire deck.
Very important. The fire deck is obviously good, and then if you play against like the Salad, the Invoke deck, they always put Almirage in their graveyard turn 1, so you can take that and play that way as well. And if you do play against the Ash Blossom, hey, you can take their Ash, make Fiber, then you know you can full combo and kill them. So that's it for the extra deck. I'll show the side, why not? My side built basically for like a local, but I'll still show it. Harpy Feather Duster, 3 Cosmic Cyclones, you know, for trap decks. I think it's very important to have these type of cards because matchups where your hand traps are not good against, you want to have better reactive cards in 1 second. And then, hey.
Ooh, my man got cancer.
Yeah, we're just gonna not talk about that card. And then the cool spicy cards I play, the artifact package. And then 3 Lancios.
Oh my god.
Basically makes the Invoke deck buy. It's also against Dragon Link. And because we have Zeke now, you can sank them out of sight, skip their turn, make Zeke, and then start playing your striker cards, which is very important. Another cool interaction is you can, when you sank them out your Lancia and you're under multi-roll, you can chain this, and then your striker cards go to the graveyard, and then we'll get banished. You can reset the same ones again at the end phase.
Oh, that's a neat interaction.
Pretty cool, yeah. It's little applications that come up that you wouldn't really think about. Another thing like Dragon Link, the Fire deck, Lancia actually inherits every meta deck, which is really important. It's pretty cool. So, that is it for my Sky Striker deck.
All right. Do you want to say anything else, local legend?
I'm a legend, not a local legend.
Listen, you're a legend here.
It's fine.
But right now, you're the local legend.
That's fine. Shout out to my team TCS, the Collective Store. Thank you guys. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! At all since COVID started, so I haven't been playing maybe 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. I think I only have 3 losses at the local in total. One was like holding the camera. And shout out to my girlfriend Michelle, love you, babe. Shout out to Imperial Gaming Southern Connecticut. You guys are out in the area, come check it out. It's a great local. And yeah.
All right. Thank you for staying goofy. Have a good one.